Anthony Mackie was having a moment in London, and it was not the kind Marvel Studios could have storyboarded, though in its own way it was cinematic enough to rival anything Kevin Feige could sign off on. There he was in Notting Hill on an unassuming Tuesday afternoon, surrounded by pastel-painted homes, boutique flower shops, and the faint hum of everyday city life, and yet the man looked like he'd stepped straight out of a romantic comedy that was halfway to becoming an instant cult favorite. The Captain America, brave new world star, known for his charismatic swagger and good-natured humor, wasn't holding a shield this time. Instead, he was holding someone, or more specifically, someone was holding him back in equal measure, and the two were in the middle of what can only be described as a full-bodied, camera-ready makeout session. She was blonde, smiling, and clearly not in a rush to end this unexpected street performance. And he, with that easy confidence and energy that seems to radiate from him whether he's in character or just being himself, looked completely tuned in. Forget stealth mode. This was Anthony Mackie in smooth operator mode, and the assignment, from all appearances, was being nailed to perfection. The scene wasn't the kind of fleeting quick kiss and move-on moment you sometimes catch celebrities sneaking in before slipping into a car. No, this had rhythm. This had pacing. This had all the signs of two people either making the most of an electric spark or indulging in a connection that had been simmering for a while. Eyewitnesses say the embrace was intense, almost like they were in their own little world, ignoring the occasional pedestrian or tourist who slowed down for a better look. At one point, Mackie's hand found its way to her dress in a way that was confident but not invasive, pulling her just a little closer as though to say, "This is where you're meant to be right now." And she didn't disagree. The smile on her face in between kisses said enough. This wasn't a staged photo op or some awkward, caught-off-guard moment. This was deliberate. Two people, comfortable enough with each other to be fully present, fully immersed, and fully unconcerned with the fact that somewhere a stranger might already be sending this scene to a friend with the caption, "Isn't this the guy from Marvel?" The choice of Notting Hill as the backdrop almost feels poetic. This corner of West London, made famous in part by the Hugh Grant-Julia Roberts rom-com of the same name, is known for its colorful terraces, cobblestone side streets, and the kind of charmingly imperfect flower boxes that make people stop to take pictures. It's the kind of place where romance feels amplified, even if you're just walking to pick up a coffee. For Mackie and his mystery woman, it seemed to become a set piece in their own private story. And while their connection was the main event, the surroundings played their part. Sunlight glinting off windows, a busker's soft guitar strumming in the distance, and the faint scent of fresh croissants drifting from a nearby cafe. Anthony Mackie has been in London for a reason, and it's not just to sweep women off their feet. He's there filming Marvel's latest mega-project, Avengers: Doomsday, an epic entry in the cinematic universe that is said to be one of the most ambitious crossovers yet. Between training for high-intensity action scenes, memorizing pages of dialogue, and balancing the pressure of stepping into the Captain America mantle after Chris Evans, Mackie's schedule is undoubtedly packed. Which is why this moment, spontaneous, playful, completely unfiltered, feels so refreshing. It's also worth remembering that Mackie has been a single man in the public eye for several years now. He and his longtime partner and wife, Shaletta Chapel, divorced in 2018 after years together. Two shared a largely private relationship, avoiding the Hollywood overexposure that can strain even the strongest couples. Since then, Mackie's love life has been something of a mystery. While many celebrities seem to have their romantic moves dissected in real time, he's kept things low-key, never feeding the rumor mill more than a vague comment or a well-timed laugh in an interview. But on this day, low-key wasn't in the cards. This was bold. This was visible. And this was the kind of moment that reminds fans that their favorite superheroes are, at the end of the day, human beings with desires, impulses, and an occasional lack of concern for who might be watching. The images, and yes, there are images because London is never short on someone ready to snap a candid, show Mackie fully engaged, leaning into the kiss with the kind of focus he usually reserves for epic on-screen standoffs. The woman's identity remains a mystery, though speculation has already begun to swirl. Could she be a local Londoner he met during his downtime? A crew member from the Avengers: Doomsday set? An old friend visiting while he's in town? Or perhaps this was something even more fleeting, a beautiful connection in a beautiful city, not meant for labels or long-term assumptions. For fans, the curiosity is natural. Mackie's charm, both on and off screen, is part of what makes him so appealing. In interviews, he's quick-witted and funny, but also grounded in a way that makes you believe he's the same guy off camera that he is when the cameras stop rolling. Seeing him in a moment of personal joy with someone who clearly had his attention feels like a small gift to those who followed his career from his early roles to his current position as one of Marvel's leading faces. And that career has been nothing short of impressive. Mackie broke through in Hollywood with critically acclaimed performances in films like The Hurt Locker and 8 Mile, proving early on that he could hold his own alongside big names. His range, from intense drama to quick comedic timing, eventually caught Marvel's attention, and in 2014 he debuted as Sam Wilson, aka Falcon, in Captain America: The Winter Soldier. From there, his role expanded, and by the time Avengers: Endgame closed one chapter of the MCU, Mackie was handed the shield in an emotional passing of the torch. His Disney Plus series, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, cemented him as the new Captain America, and Brave New World will mark his first solo film as the character. Which is why seeing him in London, completely removed from the superhero gear, feels almost like catching Clark Kent mid-date at a coffee shop. You know the hero, you respect the hero, but seeing the man, the one who smiles at the woman in front of him like she's the only one in the city, is somehow even more compelling. Kiss itself wasn't rushed. There was no darting glance over the shoulder, no sudden pull away as if caught doing something forbidden. This was confident, comfortable, like two people who either knew each other well or had decided in that moment that they wanted to. And for a public figure like Mackie, that comfort says a lot. Celebrities are acutely aware of the cameras that can appear at any time, yet here he was, unbothered, letting the moment happen. London has a way of doing that to people. The city is full of contradictions. It's busy but slow, historic yet modern, chaotic but romantic. It offers anonymity in a crowd, but also the kind of intimacy that makes you want to grab someone's hand and just wander. For Mackie and his mystery blonde, Notting Hill offered all of that, wrapped in the kind of day that turns into a story you tell years later, even if no one believes you. By the time the two parted, the smiles lingered. They walked away not with the brisk awkwardness of strangers who'd just taken a dare, but with the easy pace of people who still had more to say, more to do, more to enjoy. And somewhere in the back of that stroll, there's the possibility that this wasn't the end of the story, just one chapter captured by a few lucky onlookers and destined to live on in whispers, speculation, and perhaps future sightings. And maybe that's the real magic of moments like this. Not just that they happen, but that they remind us that even in a world where everything is filmed, tweeted, and analyzed, there are still moments that belong first and foremost to the people living them. Anthony Mackie may be Captain America to millions, but on that Tuesday in London, he was just a man kissing someone he wanted to kiss, in a city that made it feel exactly right.